Hello YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Stellaris Strategy and Tactics episode 25. So in our last episode, we were toying with the notion of moving our capital to Zelmadrak, but then I realized something. We have already built on Genesia, our original capital here, the primary nexus here, basically the capital level capital on this world. And in order to build our other little toy here, which, if I remember correctly, hang on, where's our other little toy? The one we researched a little while ago, the Singularity car. Yeah, this needs to be on that world. So we kind of need to build it here, and I'm not going to spend the influence to move our capital when it really, in all actuality, that's not that big of a deal. We'll just kick off. Actually, have we kicked off a machine? No, we haven't. You know what? We got the energy. Let's just kick off machine world terraforming for this right now. We could do that to one other world. So yeah, and as soon as we get the influence back up, we'll kick off that big McLarge building for our capital as well. What's another one of our worlds that could use machinification? You guys, are you being terraformed? You are, okay. Happy Nappy? You're being terraformed. Equestration is being terraformed. Plush Toy has not been. Have we? Yes, we have moved all the little ones off of Plush Toy. So, Machine World you become. Excellent. All right. Let's kick you guys up a notch. I also kicked up the production of a couple more habitats off screen here. I'm going to try to off-screen some of my habitat fussing around because, well, let's face it, moving organics, shuffling organics between habitats and what have you, maybe not the most gripping video and things to have you look for, because you've seen it already. But if we do something unusual, or if something interesting happens in terms of like wars or some other events starting to fire, I'm kind of waiting for the first shoe to drop, because we're getting it. We're past the mid game point. There's a lot of triggers out there that the game will not put into effect until the mid game comes. Yeah. Well, I would like to extend our aid. We just need a little bit more energy. Grand Joust and Stampede. Well, that makes sense. Grand Joust is a dictatorship.
Technological acquisition successful.
Alright. Alright, two things of gene modding. Oh, that Mega Warform is kind of talking to me. Kind of talking to me. But those biolabs, they're kind of talking to me too. But you know, I'm not going to pass up the rare tech. Those Mega Warforms are going to be huge, like well, literally, but like very important for our future ground assault things. And well, we're not done invading what we are. I mean, we have to take control of things, and sometimes you just need a bigger babysitter. Oh, that was the other thing that we did. So I did some shuffling around of the sectors. So we've got ourselves back to our cap here, and we brought in a few more things. More specifically, Shona, Bellamy, and Suhuri are now within our core worlds. And as far as what the governor's done with them, Shona, not too bad, actually. You know, just a humble little world here. And I did some improvements to sort of overwrite some of the excess food, because we're kind of making too much of it. But otherwise, the governor did a decent enough job with them. That's the thing, like, there are some races that are high maintenance, where you have to kind of micro your population units, and then there are some that are lower maintenance. The lower maintenance have the advantage in the sense that you are not, things don't go as awry when you leave it in the hands of the sector AI. And I just realized that rhymed. Of course, that's all going to change with the whole huge population changes that they're going down the pipeline. When that's going to hit, I do not know. It's not going to be for a while. It's not going to be for this series anyway. But do expect another series from me once that does hit. I've kind of been practicing stuff. Antimatter missiles. Got a couple of techs that I hadn't touched on before. Fair enough. Yeah, we're mopping up all their wrecks here from our various battles and what have you. All right, I think one more tick of influence, we should be able to get that big McLarge researcher that gives us the global 5% plus a butt ton of local research. There we go. There we go. Singularity Core online. Now, granted, there's a few things waiting in line behind it, but it'll get built. It'll get built. What do you got here? Governor. Oh, yeah, we needed a new governor for our new sector up here, and he's leveling it up already. Works for me. And you guys need your things built and gotten up to speed.
Ship fragments dissected.
All right. Shield capacitors? No, not really. Antimatter missiles, actually, once we research them, I might incorporate them. Either that or torpedoes. Because there's not so much for our primary ships. Because, again, I don't really like missiles on our primary ships at the moment. However, there's a few things we can do with defense platforms. And I have a feeling that defense platforms are going to be coming more into their own pretty soon. All right, what do we got? Ooh, particle lance. This is a spinal mounted weapon. This is for our battleships. Now, we have the battleship tech. But battleships don't really come into their own until you get their spinal mounted thing. This is the ultimate in artillery, capital A artillery. Do we want to start fielding battleships yet? Probably pretty soon. However, there's a few things we want to do. Let's get advanced combat rules. We're a little behind on our computing, and this is a comparatively cheap tech. I mean, granted, you can see the penalties. 92 systems and 39 planets here. Quite a few penalties built up here, but our empire is firing on all cylinders. By the way, I do know we are 2 star bases over capacity. I'm anticipating being able to research the +2 star base technology soon, and that'll bring it back under. And I don't want to wipe out the star bases that we kind of took over. There we go. Yeah, hyperlane registrar is fine. Get you guys going. Always want more energy. Yeah. Oh wait, that's Gothra? We probably want something a little bit more militarily and defense supercomputer probably for Gothria. Because this is kind of on a choke point, so it's gotta play dual role of both economic starbase and otherwise. Yeah, we can kick you guys for monthly Unity. It's a deal. We'll once our energy fills back up again, we'll hit up the curators too, because we do want both of those bonuses. And despite their massive expense, we can make that much pretty easily. One thing I do think we need to do here is with the Riggin Commerce Exchange, we were selling food for minerals. Let's switch that over to selling food for energy credits. Maximum capacity. Because we need energy more at this point. Yeah, same as before. I'm waiting for a couple of our habitats to hit. They should be hitting momentarily. I'm trying to remember in what systems we kicked them off. I know we have a colony ship ready to go for the next one in Zelma Drac.
Construction complete.
Medium, large. Pollen cloud? That must be either rebels or. It's the Republic of Pollen Cloud. Oh! Wait, did this one have its things changed again? Alright, well. Guarantee of independence. That works. What are we behind on? We need biolabs. Can I afford the land clearance here? Not yet. At least not influence-wise, because I do want to land clearance a couple of our guys here. Aha, Zelma Drac's habitat is complete. Ready to rock and roll. Geez, what are we up to? Are we up to, yeah, Nursery 9? So many nurseries. But they are required. And then you, do we have any more? I think we have more room. Oh, we need the 160. Yeah, we get a lot more spaces, you know, for our influence expenditure. 15 spaces for 160 versus 1 space for 100. You can do the math. We'll save up for the habitats because again, there's really not much more. I mean, using influence to claim and take in a war planet is also very effective. Which is, again, I'm kind of eyeing these two because they're kind of low-hanging fruit, and yeah. But now, who the Grand Joust and Grand Joust's got their plates full. I mean, they are the honor-bound warriors, so they do like to fight, but I don't know how well they're going to do with a war on 2 fronts against both of these two.
Construction complete.
That may be a slightly iffy proposition for them. Now, how are we doing with our morale? Morale's good. Morale is good, which is good because that determines part of our bonus influence, and well, we need every ounce of that we can get. Dalewood's making an inroads against the Errorists. Interesting.
Ship fragments.
Yeah, it looks like the organics teamed up well enough to keep the Errorists at bay and are starting to make inroads. Which means I can feel less guilty about invading the Daykeepers and possibly weakening them because the Errorists are already pretty weak on their own front. Alright, more of the same. We might get these texts for free, or almost free, given how many things we're researching here. Yeah, we still have wrecks that we're grabbing here.
Construction complete.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. We were going to start building star bases in Shona Bellamy because we got plenty of extra little planetoid anchors there, and plenty of planetoid anchors in here as well. That's the other. Yeah, look at all these. Boom, 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 boom. That's the other reason I brought these two into our core, is that we can once we max out Zelma Drak, we've got plenty more to go. Is that the... No, those are the Leviathans. I was hoping the cache was going to move to another one of my planet. The enigmatic cache. Yeah. Now, is this place... Do we have a... We do have this. Alright, you know what? I think I would feel a little bit more comfortable with my guys just parking their butts on here. Just chilling. Yeah, we already got one of our people here. Just rather have both sets of our guys. Now, as far as actually, yeah. External acquisitions. Anchorages away. Elvagris. That's you up here. Yeah. We want military here. Because if the Zani Remnant awakens and gets uppity, they're going to be smacking right into this place. Which reminds me, let's go with a couple of bassinets, bunch of cribs. Yeah.
Technological acquisition successful.
Excellent. Combat computers get. We're almost more than halfway there. Ooh, neutron launchers. Oh yeah, one of my people were asking why don't I do experimental subspace navigation. I could, but there's no real benefit to doing that if I can't really claim the space. If I hit anomalies there, it's probably just going to leave deposits for my opponents to collect. I don't want that. So it's not really big on my hit list here. Neutron launchers, on the other hand, will keep my destroyers good and viable for quite a while. Advanced shields, not a bad idea either. Gamma lasers, also not a bad idea, but doesn't really fit into my destroyer's build anymore. Now we're doing neutron launchers. And let's see, do we have a power person? We do here. We'll pop you into assisting research. Always good to have a nice sort of variety, a bouquet of people, if you will. Alright, our worlds are doing pretty well. Oh yeah, let me go to the curators and order their stuff again. Yes, I would.
Ship fragments dissected.
Yeah, we might as well just get as many of those ship fragments as we can, and then we'll just knock out the techs real cheaply. Because we'll still get the full Unity boost, which is always nice. Oh yeah, we can start kicking off our next habitat in Zelma Drak once we get the minerals. For once, it's not influence. But we get minerals fast enough. Ministry of Culture, eh? Yeah, we would like to I think we can purchase that once we get enough energy, and we want that Ministry of Culture, because that is another, that's sort of like that super research building only for our entire empire. And, you know, I mean, we're already making 1.4k unity per month. That's just going to goose that into levels unknown, which is good, because we can keep trucking down the unity tree. Because, yeah, we need over 100,000 points of unity for our each thing. So it still takes us an appreciable amount of time, but we're still making good progress here. Keep kicking you guys up. Is that 8,000? Yeah, it's 8,000. We got, what, 3 months to get that much? I think I can wait. What are you guys doing? I thought I told you to move up here. Now, these guys, we, if I remember correctly, yeah, we can go up to 130 now with our clan limit. I do kind of want to do that. The only danger here is that's going to push our total fleet strength over 50,000, and that's going to invite the, well, that's going to allow the fallen empires to awaken. But you know what? Well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to build the ships just yet because we're waiting on a habitat. But we'll get our minerals back soon enough. But soon we'll upgrade. We'll flesh out and fill out our fleets because we've got the naval capacity for it. We might as well, and we will be bringing on basically a third fleet of battleships. But I do want to get that spine-mounted weaponry before we press them into service. And yes, we are going to completely skip over cruisers just because they're really better for like strike craft and whatnot. But strike craft, because of their AI, are not in a good place right now. I want to use them, but they are just bad. Just so bad. All right, I think that's all of those. So, yeah, why don't you do some automatic exploration? See if you can't find some nooks and crannies. Governor H2. Oh, rigid programming. Well, that's better than arrested development. Because that's usually a death sentence for you guys. I can deal with rigid programming. It's a slowdown of their experience gain, but not the end of the world. Egalitarian. Okay, well.
Construction complete.
That's fine by me. You egalitarian it up all you want, buddy. Alright, we're good. Now let's continue building in Zelmadrak. Boom. And even with that, I think we still have at least one more. Because I don't think you can anchor them to asteroids. I'll check, though. But we have at least one more untapped planet here, this barren world. That's unfortunately not... What? What? So there's a world that has a special on it, but it's not a terraforming candidate. What? Is this like maybe a future terraforming candidate? I don't know. It's weird. Who's insulting me? The heiress. Oh, you guys don't have much of a leg to stand on, mainly because you're like insectoid things. So you probably don't stand on legs, but still, you're not one to fling words at me. You are clearly the inferior built
Military confrontation detected.
Dollhouse got hungry again. They're doing pretty well for where they are. I mean, they're bordering both fallen empires. One of them already kicked them in the shins. The Shonen Bellamy habitat is complete. Excellent. Well, I should probably get building here. Safety Sam. Raccoon and migration. Fair enough.
Planetary surface settlement established. Technological acquisition successful.
All right. Mega Warform get. There's our starbase capacity. I was waiting for that. All right, folks. I think off screen in between this episode and the next, I'll do all my hemming and hawing with our new nursery here. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.